What's up, comic book fans? This is TB Comics coming at you again in the month of April. Well, spring has sprung, the weather's getting warmer, Easter is nearly upon us, everyone's feasting on chocolate eggs, legs of lamb, and hot cross buns. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Well, I'm going to give you something a bit more delicious, but for your eyeballs. A thick stack of comics. Now, I did post a long video the other day, but had some technical issues, so I had to delete it. And now I'm going to reshoot it just for you because I'm that generous. Anyway, let's get stuck into some front covers just for you, my comic book lovelies. So first up, we're going to head over to Image Comics, and we have You'll Do Bad Things. Well, I hope you won't do bad things, but this comic, there might be some bad things in it. So this cover is coming from, that is cover E, coming from Gigi, got to pronounce this right, Gigi Cavenago, I believe it's pronounced. Thank you very much, Gigi, on that one. We've also got the creative team such as, I believe it's Tyler Boss, Tertolucci, I'm not sure on the first name on that one, and Hassan Ostermain Elahu. Busy little bee he is. Looking forward to this one. I believe it's a Giallo style comic, if anyone knows what a Giallo book is. Little red Italian books in the sort of 70s and early 80s, I believe. That all centered around sort of murder mysteries, and especially these type of glove hand killers. So hopefully this is going to be a very good read. Really nice front cover there from Gigi, as I said. Love the artwork. Don't know much about the interior artwork or the actual story. I just know that someone is a killer writer, murder mystery writer, and apparently the deaths are actually starting to appear in real life, not just in his books. So fingers crossed this is going to be a good one. Next up, we have another new issue from Image Comics, and this is I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. That would be, let me look at my notes. That is cover B, coming from Daniel Hilliard and Michelle Madsen. It is the Rolling Stones magazine homage cover. We've got our front cover there. We've got our main character, I believe, called Renee. I believe she's got some sort of skin condition. And like it says, she is a serial killer and she makes garments out of human skin, I believe. Sounds great, you know, can't go wrong with a bit of flesh haute couture, can you? We've got someone with their skin stripped, flesh, or what's the word, flayed hands and arms, covering her chesty biscuits. Yeah, so fingers crossed this is going to be a good one. Looking forward to this. Not sure on the creative team. I believe it is, Doug Wagner, Daniel Hilliard, Michelle Madsen, and Ed Dukeshire. Sounds very honorific, doesn't it? Ed Dukeshire. Thank you very much, my Duke. Moving on. Next up, still with Image Comics, and we have issue number 3 of The Lucky Devils. What a bunch of cheeky little imps they are. This is coming from the creative team from 8 Billion Genies, and that would be Charles Soule and Ryan Brown. And I believe that is the cover A Ryan Brown variant with our two cheeky little imps there. And I'm going to assume these are our two main human characters having a cheeky little tipple of their favourite alcoholic beverage. So I haven't read any of these, so fingers crossed it's going to be good. I've been hearing good things about it, so we shall see, shan't we? Moving over now, still with Image Comics, and we're going to head over to the Ghost Machine and the Family Odysseys. First up, just part of the normal Ghost Machine label, we have Hyde Street, issue number 5. That cover there is coming from, I want to say that's cover A, Ivan Reis and Danny Mickey. So thank you very much, Ivan Reis and Danny Mickey, for that lovely front cover. We have Miss Goodbody on the front, I believe. She's the main character in, I want to say, It Happened on High Street, Devour, or it might be Devour, It Happened on High Street, which is a one-shot that ties in with Hyde Street. So if you haven't read that, check that out. I haven't read it yet, so I'm just going to make the assumption it's going to be good, because I've, again, been hearing good things about this. So fingers crossed. We have the creative team such as Jeff Johns, can never go wrong, Francis Portella, Brad Anderson and Rob Lee. So thank you very much, creative team. Good old Miss Goodbody there, giving a corpse a nice hug. One of those, maybe a bit of a sort of a necrophiliac-y style thing going on there. Hope not. Yeah, but you know, if that's what takes your fancy, lying with corpses and giving them a good old, having been hugged by them, not hugging, she's sort of caressing the hands a bit. If that's your thing, then that's your thing. Just don't get caught, is my opinion. Moving on, the actual, actually I'm going to do this one. We have the Ghost Machine label again, part of the Unnamed series. We have Geiger, issue number 13. I can't believe it's actually issue number 13 already. Don't know where that's gone. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess, or when you're reading comic books. Same creative team, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson and Rob Lee. Busy little bees that they are. And that cover there is, I want to say, ooh, you know what? I'm not even sure what cover that is. Yes, that would be cover C, coming from Sean Von Gorman. So thank you very much, Sean Von Gorman. Got this, not two-tone, but this sort of split cover effect where we've got Dr. Geiger on the front cover, human half, and then his radioactive half there. Looks like he's getting ready to do a bit of battle because he's grabbing his batons, or maybe there is radioactive giant isotope poles or something, who knows, but he means business. Speaking of Dr. Phosphorus, if anyone's watched Creature Commandos, I watched it the other day. Yeah, really funny. Quite liked it. Don't normally do DC cartoons that much, but this one was, how we should say, a little bit more mature. Not for kiddies, I would say. Very funny, and especially Dr. Phosphorus is quite funny in that. So I believe it's created by James Gunn and also stars the voice of his brother. I want to say Sean Gunn. I might be wrong. But yeah, really good. Worth a watch. Anyway, let's get back on track. Part of the Ghost Machine, but the Family Odysseys series, we have Hornsby and Halo. And that cover there is... that's cover A from Peter Sneyberg, I want to pronounce it. It's got some J's in there, so I'm not sure if it's pronouncing the J's or they're silent J's. But yeah, that's from Peter Sneyberg and John Kalitz. So thank you very much, creative team. Also, we have Peter J. Tomasi, Peter Sneyberg, John Kalitz and Rob Lee on the interiors and the letters and the colouring, yada, yada, yada. I believe this might be a new character, nemesis, villain, the Adjudicator. So who knows? Maybe they're up against some sort of adversary, or maybe he's just going to do some adjudicating. You never can tell, can you? We will wait and see. Still with Image, a few more to go. We have The Moon is Following Us, issue number 8. I think there's only 2 more issues to go of this, and then I can get stuck into this lovely comic. That cover there is coming from... Oh, who is it coming from, eh? That would be coming from Riley Rossimo. So that's cover A. Thank you, Riley Rossimo, for that one. It's also got Daniel Warren Johnson, Riley Rossimo and Mike Spicer on the internal art, the story, colours, etc, etc. Front cover there, we've got some weird sort of beast, monster, demon, really bad teeth, needs to go and see a dentist. Swallowing one of the characters, maybe. Hopefully that's not going to happen in the story and they're going to get chomped to bits, because yeah, that would be quite sad, but you never know. Eh? We shall see once I start getting into it. Eh? Fingers crossed it's going to be a good one. still with Image and the last one. I was lucky enough to pick up this nice foil variant of the new run called We're Taking Everyone Down With Us. That cover there is coming from, that's cover F, coming from Mattia de Luis. It's the nice foil Virgin variant there. I don't know if you can sort of pick it up a bit. So yeah, it doesn't always do it justice with the camera. But yeah, very nice foil Virgin variant there. We've got our main character having a bit of a tearful moment, and a robot friend. Hopefully he's not crushing her shoulder, but you know, he's maybe laying a friendly hand saying, there, it's all right. We're going to kill everyone. So fingers crossed, eh? Hopefully it's going to be a good one. There's some lovely tour variants coming out soon. I don't know if they're UK exclusives or for this, and also for You'll Do Bad Things. I believe they're connecting tour variants. I managed to pre-order the signed variants. I do like a signed comic. It's quite nice. So fingers crossed this and the other one are going to be pretty good. So we shall see. Moving on to my only Mad Cave comic there. We've got my issue of Gatchaman number 8. This is coming from Cullen Bunn, Chris Batista, Carlos Lopez and Buddy Bedoin. So thank you very much, creative team. And that, as always, is going to be cover A, coming from Inaki Miranda. So thank you very much, Inaki Miranda. Do like these sort of pastel artworks. Very nice. We've got Atar Gacha Team Science Force bursting into action, ready to do battle. Got some ninja kicks, we've got some punches going to be thrown. We've even got someone with some sort of pistol or laser gun. This one looks like he's throwing some rocks, but I'm not sure about that one. So fingers crossed it's going to be good. I just bought it because it reminds me of my sort of growing up through childhood watching Battle of the Planets. That was it, Battle of the Planets. And then there's another one-shot coming out. I think it's called like Ryu something. I think it's based on this character down there. So I can't remember all. I know they've all got like bird names like Jun the Swan and stuff like that. So, but I believe it's about this guy down there, Ryu, I think, anyway. So we shall see anyway. Moving on to EC and Oni Press, we have A Very Cruel Kingdom, issue number 4, Sorcery. Not sure on the short stories on these ones because it doesn't really tell you on these covers, and I'm not going to look in. I like a surprise. It's nice, like Christmas has come early sort of thing, you know. But that cover there, I want to say, is cover. That would be cover A, coming from Paulina. So thank you very much, Paulina. I'm assuming that's the last name, so don't know the first name. Haven't really done my research that much into names and stuff. So, but we've got some guy walking around an industrial zone. Maybe it's like a sort of a crystal maze sort of thing. Maybe he's after some crystals, but they've got to watch out because there's some dragon down in the pits, some sort of industrial dragon ready to take a chomp out of this person, or maybe it's just his pet. Who knows, Who knows? Who cares? I sort of do because I want to read it, but you know, meh. Who knows, Moving on, we have a variant of that, and it is, I believe that is, I want to say that is, yes, that's cover C from Albert Montes, I want to say. We've got some guys sort of landing down on a planet, probably not their own. This one's wagging his finger saying, "Oi, you, I'm going to sort of take your planet and terraform it and put a shopping mall and a car park and a load of houses there because that's what we do." And she's like, "No, but we're peaceful and, you know, don't do that." And hopefully they won't, but they probably will. So, I don't know. Horrible people, Next up, we have another variant. I believe that there is probably the one in 10, 15, and that is probably the one in maybe 20 or 25. That's the very nice black and white variant, sketch variant, I want to say. That there, I want to say, is coming from, I believe that's also coming from Polina as well. Cover D, I want to say that is, coming from Polina. So thank you very much, Polina. Really nice artwork there. We've got some sort of barbarian queen maybe, or some sort of warrior queen. She's holding up her spear. She's got her fateful, I want to say eagle. Might be an eagle. I don't know. I'm not clued up on my birds. And looks like she's just destroyed this weird tentacled cyclopsian monster thing. And she's doing a victory seat there. So she's like, yeah, I've slain you. You're my prag now, cyclopsian monster. Who knows? Moving on to my last three, and this is from my big one, which is DC, and we have got Absolute Batman, issue number 7. Can't believe we're on 7 already. It's going so fast. Haven't read any of these yet. Going to wait until maybe, I think the first arc is already done, so we're moving on to a new arc, so I might just wait a little while longer and wait until this one's finished. But I believe we're going to be introduced to Mr. Freeze in this one. We've got the creative team such as Snyder, Martin and Vicente. Hopefully that's Vicente, I might pronounced it wrong. That cover there is, I want to say, I'm going to say that is the Nick Dragotta cover A, yes, because I've only bought cover A's apart from some of the foil ones and other sort of slabbed ones as well. We've got Batman there. Looks like he's scanning the ground. He's spotted some blood. Hopefully he's going to ignore the yellow snow. He might have been injured. That's why he's crouching. Maybe he's got a bit of a flesh wound and maybe he needs to put a bat plaster on it. But yeah, from what I've seen, not inside, but like online and stuff, Mr. Freeze is looking sort of very stick thin. I think he needs a good bit of nourishment. And I hear that they're going to be doing Bane as well. So it'll be nice to see what their take of Bane is going to be like. So yeah, fingers crossed it's going to be a good read. Last two, we're going to head over to DC still. Batman Dark Patterns, issue number 5. We're now on the part 2 of the story. This one's called The Voice of the Tower. Can't remember who the villain is. No, escaped me. So looks like we've got Batman though running through some sort of maze with loads of doors. Hopefully he can find his way out. Looks like he's following a trail of blood. He's being the good detective that he is. We have got the creative team such as I want to say Dan Waters, Hayden Sherman and Farrell. I'm not sure on first name of Farrell, so if anyone does know, please let me know. I'm being lazy and not going to do my research. So fingers crossed it's going to be a good read. I believe this is going to go up to about 12, I want to say. But don't quote me on that one because you never know. And then last up we have DC versus Vampires World War V. Very nice cover there from Puppeteer Lee. Really like that artwork. We've got Robin, our boy wonder there. He's been turned, but I believe he's sort of helping the humans, if I can remember. I haven't read DC versus Vampires for a while. I think the last one was like All Out War, which was a pretty good read. I do like these Elseworld stories. That and Deceased Deceased was also a really good run. But yeah, pretty good. Love the artwork. Fingers crossed it's going to be a banger. We shall see. Anyway, this one is, coming from Rosenberg. I believe that would be Matthew Rosenberg. McCarthy, Schmidt. I believe that would be Otto Schmidt. Veras, Kasseling and Sigala, I want to say. So thank you very much, creative team, much appreciated. And that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Always open to comments. Tell me what you're reading. Tell me what you're collecting. Tell me what to avoid. It's always good to, get a bit of input from the comic community. And I hope you like what you see. Thank you for watching and ta-ta for now.